Hello and welcome back to Imperator Rome, or Hispania technically. We're trying to create Greater Iberia. In this episode I wanted to actually do a little bit of a different thing besides just playing the game. I also wanted a little bit talk about the review response that the game's had so far. Currently, if we go to the Steam page, and I'll actually look it up just to be 100% accurate here, and I don't want to, talk on my ass. Reviews are mostly negative, and it means that less than 40%, actually 39% of the close to 6,500 reviews are positive. It's not a lot. It means that it averages a 4 right now, and I don't think it's entirely fair. But I do understand where it comes from. Paradox, actually Imperator, is in a lot of ways just very outdated. And I think this has this is just me speculating a lot. So don't take this as gospel or the truth. I'm just trying to understand how this came to be as much as the next person. I think one of the things it has to do with is that the game. I believe if I'm correct here. Primary game design has been done by Johan. Johan is one of the older developers at Paradox, and he's also one of the veterans there. And I think this shows that a lot of the mechanics feel very outdated, feel like, well, like a step back. And I kind of get that. There are a lot of things there that just don't feel that well, in all honesty. I think Stellaris currently is one of the better, and maybe even the best, together with EU4, I guess. CK2, one of the best 2 Grand RTS games that they have. Both of them don't use a mana system, which is kind of great, to be honest, because I don't like the mana system. Let's be honest here. It feels very convoluted, and even in EU4, at some point, they realized that a good idea would be to get rid of some of the elements that the mana system used. So, like, if you remember early EU4, building was done with mana, as well as cash. And they stripped it out, because it meant in the end that most people just didn't build, because, you needed a mana for technology. And so mana, I mean these resources here. Your religious power, your oratory power, your civic power, and your military power. And this game has a lot more heavy focus on mana, but none of the decisions feel like they really have to weigh. You just don't ever have enough. Like, promoting a villager to a new class, just spend some mana. And that's, I think, my key problem with it. Is a lot of the action that you want to do, it's just mana. And that's just not that interesting. I want to make my person happier. Spend some mana, not this guy. I probably can do give free hands, bribe, to spend some mana, Everything you do is about spending that mana. That reminds me, I actually have to fix something. You're the high priest, and I don't want people running double jobs, because that tends to be a very bad idea. Because you can get loyalty problems from both jobs at the same time, which is not a good idea. I get it can be used for some things, but this is what I like about CK2. CK2 doesn't have a mana system. It has stats. Don't get me wrong. And those stats do mean things. It increases your technology and all that kind of stuff. But it's not a pure mana system. Stellaris doesn't have a mana system. I think the closest thing to mana in Stellaris is Unity. But the difference between that and actual mana like this is... and also I'm planning actually on changing a couple of things here. One, I want this route out. Maybe, I hope that trade's still available. Yes. This is iron trade still available. Yeah, I'm trying to get wood because we don't generate actually that much tax from this province. Anyway, stick with the story. Like, this is a controllable factor. Everything in Stellaris is a controllable factor. A lot of things in CK2 are controllable factors. You can build around it. You can design around it. Can I afford? Yeah, I can afford to lose that money. Right. So, I think that might be one of the key concerns with a lot. It's just the mana system is just outdated and is boring. But I want to also give them praise. There's a lot of potential in this game, and I think that's also what bugs a lot of people. Like, hey, I see a lot of potential. Why is it not there? I want that potential now. Well, in all honesty, I get that. I have to give him this. Because I need to keep this asshole loyal. And I want to make friends with this guy. Sorry, I'm just doing two things at the same time, which is a little bit annoying, but I kind of have to, because I have to play the game. But yeah, there are a lot of interesting mechanics in place, but a lot of it just feels a bit shallow and not that impactful. I think this is the problem that people forget. Right now we remember how Hoi 4 is right now, how EU 4 is right now, how Stellaris is right now, how Crusader Kings 2 is right now. These games did not release in that manner. It took them years to get to the point where they're at. And a lot of that goes to from the point of community feedback. Mods get created, people are asking for features, and they're like, oh yeah, these are good ideas. So at some point this game has to get out there, otherwise it just sticks within this room where you only hear yourself talk, and when you think it's a good idea, it might not be a good idea. But you need people to say that, and if you have a corporate culture, a lot of your ideas tend to be reflected back towards you as good. So that is one of the things I'm saying, like, there is a lot more complexity about developing games, and it's just, and I think right now what the best thing that they can do is listen to the community and start changing things drastically, because there has to be, I'm sorry, but either get rid of the mana system, because it's not interesting at all. Don't, it's boring, and create variety, create, yeah, I'm gonna do that one. Create a place where we can truly do things, because why do I have the exact same research as every other nation on the planet? I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential, but I think it needs to work. A lot of work. And just get a fresh mind on it. Like, I'm not even talking about how horrendous the UI is. I think I like bits of it. But also, it's convoluted, it's chaotic, it's not a good thing at all. And I am paying for troops that I don't want to pay for. It's a little bit annoying, but alright. Just, I like it. I like the game. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a solid 6 out of 10. And that's enough for me in this specific game. Is there enough for me to do? Yeah, there is. In a way. In a way, there is. But it does make you feel that there are a lot of things here that are missed opportunities. By the way, I'm not going to expand northwards because it's a wrong culture group, but we don't have actually that much population. So taking large population provinces like that one, which fall within a wrong culture group, might actually be fairly detrimental to us. So let's not do that. Just trying to find... Actually, I've got a truce with you as well. Very large alliance change. Huh. So we're going to war with only you, but I cannot take those provinces, so that doesn't really matter. Alright. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think people should hate as much on it as it is. Paradox always did this type of development. It's games as more as a service. But instead of you have a monthly subscription, you just buy the DLC every half a year. Which in the end is a lot cheaper when you think about it. You buy it once, and every half a year they're like, hey, could you spend 10 to 15 bucks? You get a whole... You don't even have to, right? Like, a lot of features are free. You know, there's usually 2 to 3 patches every half year. 2 of them are completely free and have minor features, changes, balancing, bugs, fixing that, and then there's a big patch that comes with a load of new features. Part of the features are free. Like, hey, if you want those premium features so we can continue development, you know, you have to fork over some cash, and I don't mind that. I don't. I think it's a pretty fair business model. However, I think this specifically at Imperator, it uses a lot of outdated Paradox game techniques. There's nothing innovating about it. It's just It takes systems from different games and then just doesn't implement them as well as they are now currently implemented. And just for the love of God, mana is... We should be past this. We should be past this. There's a lot of artificial restriction, right? And I think that should be removed or changed or made more interesting. I think Stellaris here has a big ass leg up on that one. Even Hawaii 4 has a big ass leg up on that one. Hawaii 4 got some mana added into it at later stages, like command power. But that's not as it's not as necessary, right? I run my countries based on these 4 things, so fully dependent on a ruler which I have very little influence over. I have to work with that, and it's just, I don't know. Where's the supply limit in an I cannot even go there. Then why does it contain supply limit? I don't know. Sound angry, but I think I'm mostly just mildly disappointed because I think there could have been a lot more potential if certain systems were done differently. I think my allies are at war with each other, aren't they? Yeah, some of them are. Ooh, you've got a big one. And did you reach? Yeah, so we could freely take over this guy. However, I think we're then falling within the wrong culture group again. Wow, that's actually gonna be very interesting about this specific game. Like, I did the goal thing, which is fairly easy. Like, the only wrong culture group you run into is in Aquitaine, or Aquatini here. But that's about it, so no problem. But in Iberia, you have the Celtic Iberians, you've got the Iberians, you have some pre-Indo-Europeans, and you even have some Phoenicians. Actually fairly interesting. It's going to be a very, very interesting challenge. However, that does mean that we have to do our initial conquering within our own culture group as much as possible to prevent the civil war, which can trigger if a third of your population is of the wrong culture group. About 30%, I believe. When is our truce ending? Because I definitely want to go to war with you. Yeah, well, I'm gonna... Wait, I've got some other stuff I want to do first. First things first, bureaucratic focus. Oh, this is gonna cripple me. Yeah, half of the loyal commanders are no longer loyal. Fuck. This is just annoying. Cannot really afford more troops, so that's not really an option. So yeah. You're currently at what? 30. By bribing you, you get a 50, so we're good on that one. You're still probably losing. Yeah, very little bit. I'm fine. You're that. You're currently losing how much? 0.1. You are losing also 0.1. You're actually losing the least of all. However, I'd rather bribe you. I think that's better. Yeah, loyalty early game is a bitch. Alright, there we go. Is there anything else I can do with that? Ah, fuck. I don't think there's anything I can do with loyalty gain in that loss. Can lose some loyalty. Oh, wait. Power to the mighty. So they gain more loyalty to gain chance, but monthly general loyalty goes, oops, hitting the mic, goes up. But I also have to get increased council powers, which gets rid of a clan chief, which is actually not a bad thing. So one of these would bail out. So that's pretty good. When does our truce end exactly? 61. That's in a year. Alright, we're gonna speed up too. Speed a lot. No. Give me the oratory power actually. Discipline it is, because I need the discipline. Still want to convert a lot of these fellers away, but like we're stuck on oratory power, which, like I said, it's yeah, I'm liking the game. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, the mana system is it's problematic. So many things cost, like the amount, like you never. So there's also another thing that I want to kind of hammer home on. I don't need any of these. The amount of power you spend on everything, like you barely spend religious power nor military power. Military power you use for building roads, as far as I know, a couple of events, as well as your military technology, which we apparently cannot pick up. Speaking of the devil, I'm gonna go for manpower recovery speed. Yeah, also army weight modifier is pretty good. So we're gonna go over there, and then I'm gonna figure out later. I think I'm gonna go for enslavement efficiency and national slave output next. That's fine. Your soldiers are loyal to you anyway, so. But the amount of oratory power you spend is insane. You spend it on everything, every fucking thing. Civic is purely focused on tech. That's fine, so you can get some technology. Great, you know. I really wish that system was like, please, if you heard of fucking Stellaris, has a great technology system, please go there. Because what you could do, instead of what, like, just an example, this is fine. I don't mind this. That this ticks over time, that you got your research points, that kind of stuff. But what if, instead of this list being, oh, you just spend this. No. You unlock new technologies with this, randomize these three, like you do in Stellaris, and just be capable of selecting one. And depending how good your asshole of a researcher is, it goes through it faster. This allows you to have a more interesting dynamic, like, hey, well, what do I assign here? It's not just, oh, well, just assign the highest guy, and I'll wait till my oratory power is about 100, or I mean, my civic power is about 100 points, and I spend it. Oh, just make that more interesting. Also, make aggressive expansion more interesting, because it's not. It's really shitty. Sorry, I'm really seem to be angry right now. I don't know, I just feel like come on, guys, have you looked at your own other games? Or did you just look at version 1.0 of EU4 and CK2 and Vicky? Like, I'm glad some Vicky got in there. Don't get me wrong, I love Vicky. It's a really good game. Really should play it some more. But Jesus, man. It's like you looked at the wrong bits. Like, please get Stellaris research in here. Please get, I don't know. Hoi 4 has interesting elements, I guess. I don't know how... Oh, you know what I would like with Hoi 4? You know, that's actually genuinely something. You don't get these doom stacks as you get in EU4. EU4 you gotta go up about 60 at some point. I think that's where the supply tends to limit out most of the, especially in Europe. In here you go. I've never really got past 20 size stacks because then the attrition already got iffy in quite a lot of spaces. So. Yeah, give me the ability to control them in a different manner. Like, hey, I want you to stack up on these borders, and I want you to like that system, and I want you to move and conquer that instead of like they've got bases of it here in the independent operations, but I don't tend to really like independent operations yet. There's a lot of interesting stuff in here, but I think I want to do a little bit more. We cannot afford that. But I don't want to convert people anyway, so that's that. Are you still being bitchy? No, you're loyal. Good for you. We could have gone to war like I don't know, 4 years ago, I guess. Okay. Ah, you got allies again. 1, 2, 3. This is a big one. And it's one of my allies, actually, as well. However, taking... Well, let me just take a guess here. Can I maybe... Nope, that's even worse. I definitely don't want to go to war with you. It's not better, actually. It's worse. I have 2 alliances. Ooh. Oh, no, you don't want it anymore? Yeah. You wanted to be friends, but you didn't. Yeah, I know. Ah, crap. No, we're already allied. Should have jumped on this one sooner. Yeah, because I don't want an alliance with you, dipshit. Interesting bits that like, you have 13, 10, 16, 30. We've got 9 here. Oh, you would be the more logical target all of a sudden. I gotta take the stab hit, I think. Yeah. Cause... Okay, I need you to go over here, you go over here, you go over here, you go over there. And because... Okay, so you're 9 to 12. Which is 21, which we are outdoing. Plus I can call in this ally. And... Wait, you're no longer my ally? Conflicting interests. Oh yeah. Well, I have to look at that alliance later. Let's see. What provinces are we taking? So we take one of our own and we add in another one. All right. Looks good to me. I don't think we can do all of it, but how long will this take? Way too long. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna declare the war. Call in my ally. Okay. Yes. And then we're gonna go to religion, and we're gonna just go back up, sacrifice to the gods, and we call to arms our other ally, because now you can all of a sudden. Like, speaking of broken things, like, holy crap, man. Crap, man is like the worst superhero ever. Is this my army? No, but it's, I have to reinforce bits of it, so go here, go here. Where is your... take that, take that. Oh, this is my army, so this is a more terrible reinforcement job, so there we go. I all of a sudden have another ally? Oh, we're allied? Huh. I don't know. Right, I do... Yes, I would like to get some less army maintenance. Did I just trade away something that I don't want to trade away? Oh. Still got my iron, which is pretty good. Can I afford... No. Also, how money functions in this game, it goes all directions. You're both leading armies, aren't you? Yes, that's one. Yeah, crap. So either they both lose loyalty, or crap, local tax. Oh man, this is better. Okay, but one of you just became disloyal. And we have to bribe you to make you happy again. Yay! Such a great system. Really makes me happy. A little bit of sarcasm, you know, once in a while. So why don't you, by the way, have no fort? Stay there, take that. Please be there. Oh, I don't know who has this siege. Not me, apparently. Shit. Oh, right. Okay, they're transferring the sieges over to me. That's good. Well, this war is done for, I think. Yep, Reno. Their forces were just not here. That's weird. Okay, how I have to take something of note. I'm 16 right now. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Shit, that would get me over the limit and make me a local power, which is something I actually want to avoid for now. However, I could ally with this guy. He would probably accept. Because if we want to be at war, we would be fine. I might actually do that. Right. Also, thank you for a compliment on the thumbnail. I kind of remembered that somebody said the thumbnail looked awesome. Yes, it does. I think I've decided a theme on my thumbnails, and I've got to try, as long as I stick within the game, and I can find something that's appropriate, stick within the Asterix and Obelix universe. This would get me over the limit, though. I think... Can it be higher than 100? Since when the peace deals became so flipping expensive? Show superiority multiplies it by 3. Oh, that's new. Okay. In that case, I need to do separate peace deals. Oh, wait, they're both accepting separate peace deals already? Oh, that is weird. Thank you very much. Kinda happy that they changed that. I get some popularity, that will do. And separate peace deals is always better anyway. You know what? You're really about popularity per family crucified. Yeah, that works. Need a province person thingy. Wow. You will do, I guess. And oh, you can do 2 trade? That's why. Oh, you must be. Yeah, governor policy. I think just acquisition of wealth makes more sense. No, because I will lose my capital thing, and I got another one. There you go. Some local trading. Cool. Right, I need an alliance. Son of a bitch. Okay. We need to probably defend our asses, so let's just do that. Hopefully we don't spawn another one of those. That's fine. So this is our manpower province. Most of the freemen's in here then. And I am making no money all of a sudden. What is that? Why is that a thing? What do you want? You want wine? Yes, that's fine. So we can trade away our surpluses from these provinces. We can trade away our horses. We don't want to trade away surpluses from our capitals. That's kind of the idea, I believe. Oh, we can get another trade route? Well, we can get the horses of our own, so there we go. Light cavalry discipline, which we're not using, but yeah. And I think we spawned another leader, didn't we? Yep. Right. Fuck. And you are both bitchy motherfuckers. However, you are actually doing fine. You're not doing fine. Can I solve that by making you a friend? Grand stipendants, what's that? Your wage goes through the roof, but every member family member eligible for office. It gains increased allowances. Okay. I have money, so I can afford it for a while. 5 years of increased wages. I don't know where my money is going all of a sudden, but it seems that it like gaining more people and everything like that seems that it means that we right, cannot afford it for some reason. Look, there's probably a good explanation for all of this, but I cannot find it. I need to also do some other things. Promoting population from the Freeman's away. We're at 30 minutes, so I'm actually going to end the episode here. I want to thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.